Hello everyone, this is Nimish and today we're going to review the movie Befikre starring Ranveer, Singh, Vaani Kapoor and directed by Aditya Chopra. Let me begin by saying that this has been a very poor year for romantic comedies per se, and only Key and Ka was a decent or above average film that kind of was well presented and was well accepted by the audience. But other than that, there was no romantic comedy, so to speak, that has done well in this year, with movies like Bar Bar Dekho and many others completely tanking at the box office. Hai Dil Hai Mushkil is a romantic drama, so I wouldn't consider it exactly in the same genre. So I'm speaking about the romantic comedy genre here very specifically. And as we know, the romantic comedy genre has been done to death, especially in Bollywood, in the same old fashion. So when the trailer of Befikre came out, it was so refreshingly different, it was so progressive, it was so unique that even in my own trailer reaction, I said that this movie might be actually very good and it might be a big hit because people like watching such movies and it's very energetic, very fresh, very refreshing. The most cliched word, but very refreshing. But I just watched the movie and this movie is anything but a nice movie. It's anything but refreshing and it is completely gone down the same path that I had said in my trailer reaction that I hope it does not go down. It goes down the same cliches, it goes down the same route, and finally ends up becoming actually worse than the many of the other romantic comedies that have released either this year or previous year because it is that cliched. One thing while I was watching the movie, I realized, and I was thinking about other romantic comedies, what may be good examples that I can think of that we have made, and I realized that one of the biggest flops of last year was Shandar, and without any joke, without any mockery, on a very serious note, I feel that Shandar is a much better movie to watch than Befikre. And the only reason I'm saying this is because Shandar was unapologetically crazy. It was unapologetically unrealistic and it set the tone out there right from the beginning, what to expect and not to expect, with the characters laid out so fantastically. In terms of, by fantastically I don't mean fantastic, I mean like fantasy wise, fantastically, that you knew what to expect and you sat and you changed your mindset and you sat with that intention to watch the movie, saying this is completely unrealistic, it's like a fairy tale story, and you just watch it at that. And it, in terms of that, it achieved what it probably set out to achieve. Although it was a major disaster, I highly recommend that you watch Shandar, give it a chance, and you'll actually enjoy it more than you enjoyed Befikre. If you like Befikre, if you've not watched Befikre, you might as well skip it and watch Shandar, and then decide if you even want to watch Befikre. So overall, this is nothing new. There is anything that I can even speak about it in terms of something good, because the music, which was something that I liked about Befikre when I heard the songs before the movie came out, is also ruined by the movie because of their very terrible and cliched presentation in the movie. There is the typical party song. There is the most unrealistic title track, which is shown in making, criminal dares that they are doing all over Paris, which is so illogical and so unrealistic, and with hook steps and dance steps, which is really old fashioned, because of late we've seen the industry transform, wherein songs are either presented as special songs at the end of the movie, or they're presented in the background music, or like in Hai Dil Hai Mushkil, they're presented in a very realistic situation in terms of either the lead actor is a singer, or the music is playing in a disco, or the actors are intentionally kind of playing some old track or playing some popular track and dancing to it, and all that kind of things, which is very realistic presentation of songs in movies today. But Befikre goes to the age-old cliche, and instead of dancing around trees or anything of that sort that actors used to do back in the 90s and 80s, they're dancing around the city and they're actually doing steps and singing the songs with their lip sync, and it's terribly cliched, and the placement of the song is cliched, and everything about all the songs is so cliched that whatever you liked about the music, you come out disliking it because the presentation is so bad. So even the music of the movie is ruined for me after watching the movie. On the acting front, there is absolutely no scope for both actors, but however, I'd like to say that Vaani Kapoor has done a fantastic job in the most natural, composed manner. Other than that, it was clear that Ranveer Singh, this was a cake walk for him, and he probably did it after Bajirao Mastani to just chill out, just get the stress out of his head, because he had said in a recent interview that working with a director like Sanjay Leela Bhansali is very consuming. You have to get in the zone, you have to be the character, you can't have so many distractions, you can't take anything lightly. And so with that award-winning performance of Baji Rao Mastani, he probably just wanted to relax, and he got a good director, or a reputed director rather than good director, I'd say. Aditya Chopra to work with, and it's a dream opportunity for him. He took it up. It's a cakewalk for him, and it's clearly visible that he had no effort and effortlessly plays the part, because it's not even required any focus from his side. It is just a casual part, and so there is not much requirement from his side to act as such. It's just he plays the part. In terms of direction and storytelling, as I said, it's very cliched. You can beat around the bush, but you're coming back to the same point and the same cliches about romantic comedies that have always been there since like the 70s of Hollywood. And in terms of the comedy part of romance, I'd rather remove the comedy, because not even a second of this movie, not even 2 seconds of this movie are funny and will even bring a smile on your face. There's nothing in this movie that makes you laugh, and all the jokes fall flat because in the comedic scenes, especially, Ranveer Singh goes over the top and tries to act overly funny, which comes across as fake, and so the comedy falls flat. In terms of the romance, it's not a romantic film like the song Labo Ka Karobar suggests. It's not, the feel of love and joy and all of those emotions are not there. It's like a very flat out film that becomes a romantic comedy genre kind of a film, which basically has nothing new to offer. So overall, this was, I wouldn't say it's a huge disappointment, because I wasn't expecting it to be outstandingly successful. I was at least expecting that there will be an audience for it. I was expecting that there will be one part of the audience, if not myself, that will actually like this movie. But I just can't seem to figure out which part of the audience will like this movie. It's either got to be kids who can't even watch this movie because of its very progressive kind of subject, and I don't know, people who've probably just not watched movies ever. So this is I can't even recognize a target audience for this film. So in my rating scale, if a movie has the potential, or if a movie meets a certain target audience, or if a movie could have been better in many ways or some ways, I give it a 2 star. But I can't even give it a 2 star because I have no idea how this movie could have been better. There was absolutely nothing good about it. At least I think so. And so I'm very sure that people might watch it because of entertainment. There's nothing to do on the weekend. It's a very, it's like a mid weekend or a start of December where the season is starting. Everyone's waiting for Dangal, everyone's waiting for Rais Kabil. There's nothing to do this weekend. Let's go watch Befikre because it has Ranveer Singh, it's directed by Adi Chopra. Let's give it a chance. So it might do the collections, it might get some decent collections, but I'm not sure anyone will enjoy this movie, especially from the point of view of the cinema that we've seen this year. Everyone has transformed. Ranveer Kapoor came back with a huge hit in Ae Dil Hai Mushkil. Shah Rukh Khan had two completely unique films, Fan and Dear Zindagi. Amir Khan is coming up with Dangal. After very long, Salman Khan gave a 300 to 400% effort in a movie called Sultan, which is a huge hit. And Akshay Kumar has been doing fantastically sensible movies like Airlift and Rustom, although balancing it out with commercial, over-the-top entertainers like Houseful 3. So overall, cinema is transforming, and many of these films, these regular cliched films, have been rejected a lot by the audience this year. And so Befikre also, whether it does the collections or not, will be rejected by the audience according to me. So I'm going with 1 star for Befikre because there's nothing about it, and the 1 star is a chance that there might still be people out there who enjoy such movies just for the entertainment's sake, just for a night out. And so I'm going with 1 star for Befikre. I hope you like this review. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and keep watching.